God. I walked down the high street and saw all the clothes shops, all the clothes shops gone bust. It's just that, and when you understand a bit about domain names, the high street hasn't got a clue about domain names. Neither has the councils. That's why, ironically, I own the best domain name for a particular town. It cost me about 20 quid. But you see so many brands now, they're going to go bust fast now. Because I trade the stock market, we've had a bit of a dip in the market this week, and I bought some balance. A lot of skilled traders have actually lost a lot of money. We're probably going to end up towards a recession, which I think is going to happen quite. But I reckon it's going to happen. Then we've got a currency crash because there's people investing in crypto, which will have the same effect as people paying on the card. So actually paying with cash. People will be paying on the card in crypto and not needing cash at all, or a particular country currency. We're in all that big. I've been buying GTLDs from the start. The new GTLDs. They've been about for about 8 years. Every time I see a brand, it's a GTLD. I think, well, they haven't got that. In the UK, we've got .co.uk, and you have to excuse the noise. There is background noise. But I see people with brands with .co.uk and .uk. They're not going to buy the .uk. They could care less. And the only way they're going to buy the .uk is when someone else buys it, and they're going to say, "Oh, that's my brand. That is. That's my brand. Oh, I've got a trademark for all that." And it's tough, isn't it? If you don't want to buy it now, you have to buy it you have to go to a UDRP, you pay your lawyers, or UDRP, RDNH, and all that. I've tried to explain to a lot of people, to people, if I see a brand, I'll say, it costs them nothing. That's just my experience in GTLDs, new GTLDs. I see a brand there sitting there, I think, well, I better tell them, because they won't have a clue that their brand is just sitting there waiting for someone else to buy their brand. And I'm thinking, like, I better tell them. I thought, they could care less, you know what? So then we're going to see a lot of brands go to UDRPs, RDNHs, spending fortunes. They're going to be losing their brands in a UDRP tribunal. I try to help brands out. It costs them nothing. That's just me using my GTLD skill. I try to help brands out. It costs them nothing. They could care less. And the only way then, I think, you know what? Why bother? Go to the UDRP tribunal and pay your lawyers and get your brand back that way. They won't understand until they've actually gone to RDNH or UDRP and all that, yeah. And there you go. Yeah, so this is basically it. My skills is I know the .com. Yeah, they're worth a few quid. Most people now don't have a clue that a three-letter.com is basically £15,000. It's almost liquid value. Anyone that owns a three-letter.com at the moment in 2021 is about 15,000 quid. It's almost like that. Bang! You can get the 15 grand for a three-letter.com minimum. Some will go to about 100 grand, a million, or whatever it is, depending on what three-letter.com it is and what trend. It's just like an NFT with millions straight off start off, but it's just been sold. So, that's all I'm trying to say is that I've tried to help businesses out. If I see a business brand sitting there, I thought, well, they won't know about the GTLD. If I don't care, neither do I. Go and get your brand back from a tribunal, pay your lawyers, whatever it costs. I could care less. The councils, the trade bodies aren't telling people about GTLDs. So that when their fellow, I don't know, businesses, and they all meet up and all this. Basically, every town and every city has 1,200 plus extensions on the end. So like in the UK, you've got a town and it'll have .co.uk. There's 1,200 on the end, right? So basically, you're going to have to defend every one of those if you don't buy them. Every city has got 1,200 on the end. Every village, every town, every brand, every word. 1,200 extensions on the end. I can't be bothered now to tell people anymore. It's basically, I'll do a domain names. I'll just say this domain sold for $1 million, that domain sold for 3 or 4 million, and whatever. Yeah, I could care, really. businesses haven't got a clue that their brand is just sitting there waiting for a GTLD investor to buy it and just say to the owner, who then realises that they could have had it but lost it, and then they need that brand. Then they realise that, oh yeah, that's my brand, I got my trademark, and what are you going to do about it? Nothing you can do about it. Whether it's go down the EDRP, pay your lawyers, yeah, and get it back that way, yeah. And then people that own it, investors or whatever, will just say, well, it's not for sale, is it? Yeah, but you're not listening. Your brand that you didn't want isn't for sale. But it's my trademark. Tough. Look online, put your brand in a domain name registrar, and you'll see there's 1,200 extensions that you need to buy, or you need to buy a few of them. It's cheaper doing it that way than it is having to continually defend and try and get your brand names back. And that's all I'm going to say. That's GTLDs, website addresses and all that. You just excuse the background noise as well to it.